Today I fucked up by trying to send my sister flowers. Hello all. There is a too long didn't read at the bottom. I've just experienced a roller coaster of emotions in the past hour and I would hope it can put a smile on someone's face today. Just as a backstory, my sister, 22, and I, 21, are very close. We tell each other everything and all that jazz. She lives in a different state than I do. She's in Cali, I'm in NV. So it can be hard to check up on each other. Knowing that she's had a hard year, I had a thought of surprising her with flowers while she worked. It was sure to put a smile on her face. I went to Google and it took about 5 minutes to realize how dumb I was for trying to order flowers last minute on Valentine's Day to be delivered. But I got a stroke of luck. In a big banner on the top of the website, it said still taking orders for Valentine's Day delivery. And boy was I so excited, I could already see the look on my sister's face. I pick out the flowers and bear and add a nice note letting her know I love her and hope she has a good day. I'm still not sure if I even put my name on it, but the order was placed. I head into work and kind of forget about it until it starts getting later. I'm wondering why she hasn't called or texted. I asked my mom who said she hadn't mentioned receiving anything. At this point, it's 7 PM and I paid for express delivery. I go check the receipt and look at the tiny little print they ever so conveniently put at the bottom of the email. City name here, Illinois. My heart sank. I won't lie when I say tears came to my eyes. I just hope that someone received those flowers, and it made them feel special. TL Doctor, I tried to send my sister, who lives in a different state, flowers for Valentine's Day. Ended up placing an order for a city of the same name, but different state. I would send your sister your receipt. Guess she can laugh at it and maybe tomorrow you can sort it out and get them delivered to the right place or something. The intention counts, I guess, and your sister may understand and make this a good anecdote of the time you tried to be nice and FUD XD. Haha, I called her after I realized my fuck up and we laughed quite a bit. It's being refunded and I will send her more soon. I wouldn't have been much surprised if it went to Alabama instead. Honestly, I was able to talk to the owner who is going to give me a full refund, thank goodness. They said their website doesn't filter out of state and that they get orders once a month like this. I work for a floral company, and I'd 100% blame the company you placed the order with. If anything comes into our system and the information doesn't match, it's an immediate call to the customer. Hopefully they sorted it out for you, and got your sister some flowers. Well, this is all a part of my fuck up. They did call me but I didn't answer because it was from Illinois. I talked to them today and they're going to issue me a refund. I unfortunately did not get my sister flowers. I didn't find out about my mishap until my workday was over. But I did tell her the events and she was grateful I thought of her. Didn't you have to give a street address and a zip code? Yes, I did. And they processed it even though I put an address that was very clearly not where they were. And as seen above, I'm not the brightest bulb and didn't think to check. I tried to mail my son a last-minute gift but forgot to assign a different ship-to address than the billing address. So I got his birthday present instead. Lol. He ended up taking a last-minute vacation to see us, so it worked out in the end. You are a very sweet brother. It's always good when it works out. And I'm actually her sister. Smile. I told her about it. She laughed and started telling me how much she loves the flowers I sent to make me feel better. We'll be trying again soon. Today I fucked up by forgetting to change my Zoom username and humiliating myself as a result. Obligatory. This happened a few weeks ago. I was retelling this story recently and realized it was kind of perfect for this sub. So my mistake isn't unique. There have been a million embarrassing Zoom moments shared all over the internet ever since the pandemic started. I just never thought that I'd be one of them. I'm the kind of person who checks to make sure they're muted 50 times during a 1-hour class, never puts on a green screen image, never sends anyone a private message I wouldn't want anyone else to see in case I accidentally send it to the whole group, etc. But alas, I am human, and I was bound to fuck up eventually. So one of my friend groups decided to all get together on Zoom and hang out since we hadn't seen each other in a while and wanted to be COVID conscious. We're the kind of girls with OMG Emily you're such a crackhead! Energy who live to make each other laugh from our stupid senses of humor. So naturally, we all planned on entering the Zoom chat with the most ridiculous names possible. For those who don't know, you have the option on Zoom to click on your name on the screen and change it to essentially whatever you want. Before I had only edited if for classroom purposes, like if our professor asked us to add our pronouns or major next to our names. This time I changed it to something slightly more unique. So we all zoomed, laughed at our ridiculous names, had a good time, and eventually signed off late in the night. The next morning, I woke up from my alarm and was promptly reminded that I had an online therapy appointment starting in 30 minutes. Not thinking at all about my activities the night before, I got ready, set up my laptop, and joined the Zoom call right on time. Both me and my therapist were stunned into silence for a few moments as we saw my username that I had yet to change. Send titty pics now! ! And my therapist is also a woman. Eventually I came to my senses and started profusely apologizing for hastily changing it back to my name. She put on a great poker face and said it was alright, and we started the session. It makes for a good story, but I was humiliated at the time. Too long didn't read, I changed my name to Tiddy Pics Now! ! On a Zoom call with my friends and didn't change it back before my therapy appointment. I just need to ask though, did she send titty pics? Oh, embarrassed smiley face, embarrassed smiley face. At least it wasn't a lecture or a church meeting. Very similar story with a friend of mine recently, but much more mild name changes. Smiley face. About 10 of us got together on Zoom and made our names our current feeling plus last thing we ate. I was happy porridge. One friend joined a work meeting the next day as depressed pastor. Whoops. Your story is so wholesome. That's too funny. I had something similar when I played Jackbox with my friends and then played with an advisor and some other international students at college. I think my name was Eaterbic or something like that. The chorus of everyone saying it out loud before realizing what it meant was hilarious and awkward. I was teaching a seminar last spring when the pandemic shit hit the fan. Per instructions from the university, I quickly reorganized the seminar in Zoom. The night before the first seminar, the graduate students got together and played a Zoom version of Cards Against Humanity. Apparently that's a thing. For the game, one student changed his name to My Bright Pink Fuckhole and forgot to change it back for the seminar the next day. Hilarity ensued. Today I fucked up by having sex with my boyfriend. Edit, it's the next morning. I feel a little bit better, but I'm still in pain, so I'm thinking if I did have an ovarian cyst that burst it wouldn't have gotten better overnight, so I'm going to see how today goes, and if it doesn't start to improve by tonight I'll go into the doctor. Thanks for everyone's support and advice. I appreciate it. My boyfriend and I haven't had sex in about 2 weeks because I've been sick, so finally tonight I'm feeling better and I'm horny AF, so we start doing it. It feels absolutely amazing. I come twice. We're going for a third, and all of a sudden I get the worst stabbing pain inside my vagina. He's bruised my cervix once before and it was that same familiar stab. I stop him and tell him I think he's bruised my cervix, so we should stop and I'll finish him another way. I've had it bruised minorly before where it's just kinda sore, so I was hoping it was just like that and didn't want to make it worse. I finish him off and the pain becomes absolutely unbearable. Imagine a 16-wheeler being parked into a one-car garage. I try to sit down on the bed. It feels like I sit on a giant butcher knife. I jump up, and the standing and clenching of my muscles creating a pain so intense I become nauseous and feel faint. My vision got light and blurring and I almost passed out. At this point my boyfriend is just apologizing over and over again, trying to figure out what he can do. Now I've been laying in the same place on the bed for the past 30 minutes, contemplating going to the ER. But do I really want to go to the ER? With a case of I can't take dick properly? I'm trying not to move a muscle and can't even cry or breathe hard because it feels like I have a butcher knife inside my asshole and vagina combined with the worst period/constipation like cramps. Not that I have those things, that's just the only way I can describe it. I've taken an Orco, smoked a dab, and have a warm compress on and it still hurts so fucking badly. 10/10 would not recommend, hands down the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life so far. Too long didn't read, fucked my boyfriend tonight and he bruised my cervix so badly I almost threw up and passed out from the pain, and now I can't move and feel like my vagina is being stabbed. That's what it felt like when my cervix was dilating during labor. JFC, I don't wish that on anyone. Oh god, I'm definitely not having kids now. Could also be a ruptured ovarian cyst. Not gonna lie, this kinda just sounds like the first half of today I fucked up by not going to the hospital after having sex with my boyfriend. If it hurts that bad, you should probably get yourself checked out. Hope you're okay, op. Honey, go see a doctor, please. I don't know what you've got going on, but the pain level you are describing is pretty extreme. Even if it is just a cramp, or bruising, just make sure. This is not normal, go make sure you're healthy. It's called dyspareunia. Eli 5 equals a boy rammed his choo-choo train into his girlfriend and now she has dyspareunia.